Good evening and welcome to tonight's presentation of Noche La NBA, an annual tradition in the NBA celebrating diversity and culture, and always a pleasure to bring it to you. And on tap tonight, it's the Houston Rockets going up against the Golden State Warriors. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and we'll hear from Allie LaForce in just a moment. A moment now to check out some numbers for him.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
Now Golden State's starting 5. Backcourt pair will be Curry and Podziemski. Butler is the 4, and Green operates as the small ball center. And it's Bogdanovich in at the 3 spot. And for the Rockets, the perimeter pair will be Thompson next to Durant. Smith and Şengün make up the 4 and the 5. And it's the great in at the 1. This deep into the year, Greg, do you expect guys to start slowing down a little bit?
Well, if you're prepping for the postseason, you can ease back a little minutes-wise, but if you're on the bubble, it is still go time every game.
Well, Durant's reputation at the arc is solid, and good reason for that. He's a consistent sniper.
Butler against Smith. Outside for Curry. The shot's good on the assist by Butler.
It doesn't matter if it's off the bounce or off the catch. Curry never loses rhythm on his jump shot.
Here's the great, guarded by Curry. And good that time.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Butler. Looking at the numbers, he's averaging about 20.5 points a game. Outside for Curry. And another 3 for Golden State.
Curry is just lethal from outside.
And here are the Rockets now. Win after win, these guys now have 9 straight.
Just playing really solid basketball right now. They're trusting each other more out there and attacking as a group. They're a fist, not individual fingers, which has made them tough to beat. Talk about a great start. 3 of 3 from the field to get the game going. They're cooking with gas, folks.
In GA, we know Coach Steve Kerr has been up front. In order to win, the Warriors need to take and make a lot of threes.
Well, it's the superpower of their best player, and the arrival of Jimmy Butler has provided some balance, but threes are still their best bet.
Here's the great Jimmy Butler making his last shot. Out to Thompson. Curry brings the double. Şengün inside. Defended by Butler. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The great passes to Şengün. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
When coaches talk about starting fast, this is what they mean.
Curry outside. It's rebounded by Houston.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
And the basket by the great.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
The Warriors trail. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
I caught up with Coach Ime Udoka. I asked him about keys to the game, and he said all roads lead to Steph Curry, in particular, his movement off ball. Coach said even when you try to switch, he finds little pockets of space, then he uses that quick trigger to beat closeouts. It's never an easy matchup. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, we thank you for that. Here's Butler. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. Some nice passing by Golden State here. It's stolen.
Hey now! Hey now! Yeah!
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark.
And guys, I know there are a lot of questions right now defensively for this team. There's no doubt about that.
And here are the Rockets now. After the missed 3 from Stephen Curry. Here's the great. And again, the Rockets good for 2.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
And so Steve Kerr tries to call a timeout, as now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Houston making some changes. Clint Capella comes in for Şengün. And Tari Eason subbed in for Thompson. And some changes here for the Warriors. Here's Hield. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. Here's Westbrook. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. Westbrook with the steal. Pass to Moody. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook.
You know, when Westbrook focuses on passing the basketball, it really helps his team. I love how quickly he finds his teammates.
Here's the Great, and they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. The Great's got 14 points.
He's a big reason why they have the lead right now. He's made all of his field goal attempts thus far and remains hot from the floor.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Here's the Great. This game, an incredible scoring display for him.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Westbrook feeling it out a bit. 23 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Shot clock at 6. Lets it go with the 3. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Here's the Great. That will count. Oh, he nails it just in time.
One eye on the rim, one on the clock. What a play.
An ideal way to end the quarter with momentum on your side.
And so it's Houston enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. Their defense has been very effective in locking down Russell Westbrook. Back right after this. Welcome back, everyone, to the second quarter of play here on Noche Latina. Bolanos. And, guys, we've seen the Rockets really take control. So, for the Rockets, Durant's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Thompson comes in for Aaron Holiday. And the Great subbed in for Fred VanVleet. Then for the Warriors, Green, he's checked in for Moses Moody. Podziemski's coming in for Hield. And Stephen Curry subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Butler is the 4, and Green operates as the small ball center. Backcourt pair will be Curry and Podziemski. And it's Kuminga in at the 3 slot. Takes the 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. 20 points for the Great.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
Shot by Eason, no good.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Curry looking it over. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. So, GA, when you think about Steph Curry's legacy, he changed the way the NBA game is played.
Man, it is hard to find a player who's had the impact of a Steph Curry, making us rethink what is possible. Curry's endless range has really inspired a generation.
And the Rockets making a change here. Capella's checked in. And the Warriors also making a change. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Butler. Curry passes it to Bogdanovich. Back to Curry. There's the triple. Curry making it look so easy.
3 points.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Here's the Great. It's good from long range. The great's got 23 points.
He has been dropping bombs since the tip. 3 triples in the first quarter, 2 more since then.
Curry outside. That missed basket now makes him 4 of 8 from the field. Over to the left wing. And the Rockets hit again from deep.
It's been a good night for him overall and a good night for this team.
44 seconds left to play here in the half. And right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Outside Durant, fires the 3. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
In rhythm, quick trigger, KD at his best.
Warriors trail by 21. Pass to Podziemski. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Curry, good.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Here's the great. Up in time. And it's, wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close the quarter.
Talk about lifting up a team and energizing them at the end of a quarter. A 3 at the buzzer, that'll do it.
And so it's Houston cruising into the quarter break with a 22-point lead. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. Now we have a moment to go courtside. Allie LaForce has got something for us.
Here with Coach Steve Kerr, your defense struggling to contain them in the first half. How do you remedy it?
We got to get back in transition. We got to make them feel us. You know, they're just running anything they want. We've got to at least disrupt the stuff they're trying to do.
Thank you, Coach.
All right, Allie, thanks for that. We'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in just a moment.
And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Run live. Here measuring up the shot. Give it up for the participants.
Hello, everybody. We're here to break it all down, and through the first half of play, it's a very commanding lead for the Houston Rockets.
They're just a far more physical team, and it shows up everywhere, particularly on the glass.
Yeah, they're winning the battle of possessions along with pretty much every other battle. All right, guys, time to see what the fans are saying on social media. Here's an interesting one from No Foolin' Julian. What's another? That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game, Kevin Harlan and crew, with the second half.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. It's been one outstanding game from the great.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on them from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Well, you know, the stroke looks fantastic. Even when he's had a hand in his face, it hasn't affected him at all.
And spacing is so vital. But Clark, talk about vertical spacing.
You know, Kevin, that speaks to the ability to play in space above the rim. Think about the roller in the pick and roll situation being able to go above the defense to finish a lob. Those are tough plays for defenses to stop. Helping in recovering and elevating to stop a well-timed lob, that's a real challenge for the defense.
We'll see Durant and Smith playing up at forward. Thompson is out there with the great, and it's Şengün in at the 5 down low. That's the 5 for Houston right now.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
And, you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Here's the great. The Warriors pull it in.
No such thing as an easy bucket most of the time in the NBA, but I'm surprised he missed that. Hey, you know, what he lacks inside, he makes up for with his vertical.
Here's the great, guarded by Curry. To the middle. Şengün with the bucket. Şengün's got 4 this quarter.
A true monster in the paint, and just under 7 feet. It can be so easy for Şengün to find those baskets.
And now, Hallie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Well, thanks a lot, guys. Stephen Curry hears folks complaining about all the throws. He said it's new and everybody has their opinion. It's not like I can go out and do a 360 windmill, drive down the lane, and dunk on somebody. We'll see how it goes, but I'm hoping to keep shooting threes, so don't worry about that. Back to you, Kevin.
Yeah, you're right. That is his superpower. All right, Hallie, thanks a lot. Outside, Bogdanovic. Pass to Green. Fires from deep. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Green's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter.
And that's another 3. And if the defense is hoping that they don't heat up from out there like they did in the first half, they may be in for a real bad surprise.
Bogdanovic passes to Curry. That ball. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovic. Bogdanovic has got 6 assists now in the game. Here's the great. And the layup is good. The great's got 33.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Left side Curry. This one for 3. His 15th try is a miss. Now 9 for 15 from the floor.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Again, Curry missing.
Well, he wanted to return the favor there for that last 3, but it just wasn't in the cards.
Drops in the tray. Durant's got 16 points.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Up their last 5 baskets, 3 have been tripled.
Outside Curry. Will it go? Curry with another miss.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed. Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
Here's Butler. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Rockets have gone 8 of 10 shooting here in the second half. Very strong. Here's the great. He's defended by Podziemski. And he's good on the 3-ball.
Supreme confidence. Smith really stretches the floor with his ability to shoot.
And the Warriors miss again.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Şengün with a screen on Curry. Green with the block.
You see the defensive instincts there. That's what makes Green one of the best.
Tari Eason's checked in for Amen Thompson. Jonathan Kuminga, he's checked in for the Warriors. Russell Westbrook comes in for Brandon Podziemski. He got it again. Sensational.
And with 40 points for him, his climb towards history continues.
GA, it seems like every time he takes the floor, it's a step closer to the record for most 40-point games in a season.
And historians might have guessed that the most 40-point games in a year was from Wilt Chamberlain's incredible 1962 campaign. It will be hard to match 63 games of 40 or more, but this young fella just might do it.
Here's the great. Good, another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
And so it's Houston, way out in front. Their lead at 38 points as we close out the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We've got more in store for you right after this. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become so we see Houston taking the W here. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. So for Alan LaForce, to my colleagues here at the table, Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for being with us. And now, our player of the game, the Great.